What's up everyone, welcome back to the channel. I got a wind muffler for the camera, so I hope the audio is a lot better, and I hope my audio is a lot better from here forward, and I hope that it doesn't get worse with this thing. I hope that it just doesn't get quieter, but hopefully the wind doesn't pick up as much and doesn't mess up the microphone. I'm actually really happy that I finally ordered these. I've been trying to order them for like a while now, but I never really got to it. Today I have the E90 to finish. If you guys have not subscribed, if you guys have not been keeping up with the channel, basically what happened in the E90 was I think the crank position sensor went out and it doesn't run. So I picked up the sensor on Sunday when I went to the dyno, and so I have that here with me today. I'm not gonna vlog the install, it's literally just basically put the whole car together. The whole intake side is off, so I have to put the whole intake side on. I had to take the intake manifold off. The sensor is just in a really weird spot, so I could not reach it no matter what. So today I'll just be finishing this really quick, and then I'm gonna work on the EP3 because Rafa had this exhaust for the EP3 when he had it, and he put it on, but it didn't match up correctly. It didn't hang correctly. I don't know, something, it just didn't go on very well. So I'm gonna be working on that today, but really quick I gotta get done with this, get this out of the way. And so I also have another card so I could use, because I've been using the EP3 but the wheel bearing is bad on the EP3, and I've kind of been sketched out about it, but I've been using it anyways. Really quick, I'm just gonna finish the E90, pull the EP3 in, and we'll start working on that exhaust. So my compressor just gave out. I called earlier and they said to do this break-in thing and then call them back. It broke. But anyways, I think I'm done with the E90 actually. I put everything together. The only thing that I gotta do is put the intake and this cover and that cover and that cover. But other than that, I think everything's done. I really want to say everything's done now. I hope I don't have any vacuum leaks. I hope nothing. I hope I didn't forget anything, because I tightened everything down and it's all really tight and a mess, and it's really hard to get to. So I really hope that I put everything back together. Also, I put spark plugs. After the whole year and like 60,000 miles that I've had this thing, finally put spark plugs. The old ones were almost 0.5 millimeter out of gap. They should definitely run a lot better now. Hopefully that crank sensor was the issue, and our spark plugs now will help the engine run a little bit better. Engine bay should be done. Oh, that was dead. Okay, jump starter's plugged in, and I left the keys over here. I'm gonna plug in the OBD2 scanner and see if any codes come up, because it might be because the ECU kind of reset itself when it died, but hopefully everything's okay. Well, looks like the E90's fine, so time to work on the EP3. Like I said, the exhaust does not sit the way it's supposed to. The hangers are not in the right place, so I will have to do some fabrication. But first things first, I gotta lift it and I gotta see what exactly is wrong. Then we can start fabricating the exhaust. Okay, it's a lot heavier than what I thought it'd be, but I got the stock exhaust off. Looks like everything lines up. Yeah, so these were facing different directions, and it seems like it's not completely off, but it is pretty different there. I'm gonna throw this one on, see what I need to do to it to make it work. But Rafa said that that end does go straight on the car, no issues, but just this hook right here had issues. So I'm gonna throw this on and see exactly what he meant. Okay, so it seems like this hanger will work for the most part. That flange is sitting there, I just have to put that other bolt. But this part right here is sitting way too low. What I think I might do is grab a wood block, shove it in here, and then grab a jack it up here so it bends it, and it should sit up high enough, because right here, before when he put it on, it was scratching here. So I will definitely try to push this up. I tried pushing it up and it did get it a little bit, but that mount right there doesn't really have anything to do. You can't do much there anyways. Like I said, I'm gonna grab a jack this part up. I probably will put the other bolt just so it doesn't move over there. Once I jack this up, it should be up out of the way, because other than that, it looks like this part all the way to right here is good. So just this part right here is the issue. So I should be able to bend it just by putting a jack under it and pushing it up. Okay, so from out here I can see the problem. So right here it has a weird bend after the cat, but I can't really do much about it unless I cut it and kind of bend it in and then weld it. Here it has a bend, but for this bend it kind of went down, and so they corrected it there by bending back up. So that's why that corner is so messed up. I can do one of two things, maybe both. Cut that piece after what should be the cat and straighten that out, or cut the other piece and bend that. I guess I'll pull it back out and take a look at it. Okay, so you see, like I said right here, this bend is actually really off compared to this. So I think that's what's making this sag, because the piece was going down and then turning and then going back up. I think if I cut this here and I cut this flat and straight, as short as possible, keeping as much here as I can, I think that maybe I can weld it back together. I'd have it flat, and once I have it flat and 90'd, I feel like it would even out the exhaust more than what it is right now. But the only hard thing would be is putting this flange back on properly to match with that one. So it seems like that angle wasn't very right. For the most part, it should be cut from here over to the top, and this is basically dead center right here, and it's gonna be more of a down angle, which doesn't really make sense because it was hanging, but for some reason that angle needs to be down. Okay, so I don't have the proper weld, and I kind of want to use stainless weld, so I just tacked it on each side, and that should hold. I kind of melted through, so it definitely should hold the flange. I'm gonna mount it on really quick and see if it actually is gonna work, and if not, I can cut these welds. They're not the best anyway, so I can just cut the welds and reposition the flange if I need to. There. So it's not perfect. It's a lot better than what it was. This was hanging really badly, so now that is completely fixed. I might rub on this occasionally, but I think the exhaust hung this low anyways. This probably sits like maybe half an inch lower, and if I really need to, I can just cut the hangers back here and lift them up, and I can lift the bottom end. But if we have issues, I'll do that later. But for right now, it's not that bad. I'm gonna turn it on just to hear it. Probably shouldn't. I'll finish the vlog tomorrow, but like I said, really quick, I want to see what it sounds like. Rafa said that it was loud, but I want to see how loud. What's up, guys? So it's the next day. So first things first, I gotta head to Mount Home. I gotta buy, actually gotta put my wallet out of the EP3, but I gotta buy that welding rod that I need. I also gotta pick up aluminum welding rod because I want to try to fix the AC line that's broken on the EP3, because it seems like the fan protectors for the radiator fan cut through that line, so I think I might be able to weld it. So I just got back. So I was talking to my dad, and he said that the stick welds that I brought, the rods that I brought, might not work for the welding that I need to do. But at Norco, they told me the rods should work, and that's why I picked them up. But my dad said he had used a different rod. He said that we can give it a shot and see how it works. I'm definitely gonna give it a shot. I had welded this way before in high school, and so that's why I'm thinking I can do it again. So there is my patch job for the aluminum, which is not the prettiest, but it might hold. Like I said, either way, it was already broken, so I possibly could not have made it worse to where it was already broken. I couldn't use it anyway. So I think I welded it well all the way around. It's not the prettiest weld, but it's gonna be under the car. Now the only thing left to do is to put the O2 sensor and the plug in. I believe the plug goes on this one and the O2 sensor goes on this one. But I'll wait to tighten them once it's inside the car, because I don't want to tighten it out here and them not fit. So I might have to put this one here and this one there. Okay, I'm about to lower the car, but I don't think this AC line is going to work very well. It's still rubbing down there, so either way, my patch job isn't going to last. And I guess I lost this the other day. The exhaust, I put a tip on it just so it's not facing straight out. It's just kind of sideways. I think it should be fine. I don't think it should cause any major issues. But yeah, the exhaust doesn't hang as low as it did before. Like I said, this piece right here is still hanging pretty low, but I don't think we're gonna have issues with that. And if we do, then oh well. Like I said, I'll cut the hangers and raise them up. And she's back on the ground. Still got these wood blocks, but Let's check the clearance. We're about maybe 2-3 inches off the ground. I know I gotta get that cap. Well, seems like the EP3 was a success. I need to work on the two-step. I actually really want two-step to sound a little bit better when it does. Tomorrow I'm gonna work on the E46. I have the power steering pump that I hope works. I pulled it from the junkyard like a week, maybe 2 ago. And so that's been sitting around, but I picked up the power steering fluid today. I got the filter, but I feel like this filter is not, this is definitely not an OEM filter. This is one of those freaking external filters, and I'm not gonna run this. So right now the E46 really just needs the clutch still have not ordered the clutch, the power steering pump, and an alignment, and then I think it's ready to run. Tomorrow, like I said, I'll be working on the power steering pump. So if you guys want to watch that, swipe up, subscribe. If you like this video, hit that like button, comment down below, and I'll see you in the next one.